Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see from our recent form, we continued with the decent form there after the last episode, getting a 3-1 win over Bournemouth, a 2-1 win over Sheffield United, and then just not really hitting our stride against Fulham and losing 1-0 there. And that makes this episode even more tough because we are going up against the two most successful teams in British football history, with a game against Man United closely followed up with a game against Liverpool. Now, I'm not going to rate my chances here too much because United and Liverpool are still massive teams a season on. Liverpool, let's have a look at their squads actually. Let's start with Man United's squad here. So they've got De La Cruz, who I was actually after buying. They actually managed to buy him and he's incredible already at 24 years old. 24 is not that. They've got a guy called Galeno. Let's have a look and see what their starting lineup is, though. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Tuanzebe, and David Alaba, with Van der Beek and Pogba in centre mid, with Sabitzer, De Paul, and Martial behind Mason Greenwood, and then their bench: Henderson, Telles, Tolisso, Cavani, De La Cruz, and Lindelof. That's a pretty nasty team to come up against, but if I rate my chances against either of them, I think I rate my chances against United more than I do against Liverpool, because look at this Liverpool squad. Alisson, Trent, Tomiyasu, who is insane. Van Dijk and Milner at left back. Interesting. Wino Robertson. He's on a yellow card. Maybe that's why. With Bentancur and Keita as centre mids. Salah, Bobby and Mane falling in behind Diogo Jota. And then the bench looks at something like this. Matip, Henderson, Origi, Thiago, who's transfer listed. Robertson, Fabinho. And then they've also got Gomez, Minamino, and Pavon. And let's see if they've got any other fantastic signings that they've made. Brozovic, Mulder, Christopher Ayer. He's unregistered, though. Is he a young guy? No, they must have signed him for decent money, but he's unregistered. Maybe they didn't get a work permit for him. They must have done. He's got decent caps. I don't know why they've not registered him. I might have to try and buy him off them next season. But 21 mil, it'll take my whole transfer budget. Enough, though. That's fine. I'm not going to be able to play some of my most important players against Liverpool because they're on loan. So Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Ben Woodburn, they're not going to be able to feature for me. But I think we've got enough quality to be able to cover that. But let's have a quick little look at the league table and see where we ended up. We are just outside the European places by a point. And now we've got to play 6th place Man United. They've only played 12 games so far, though, so they've got 3 games in hand on us. And then we've got to play Liverpool, who are second. They're only 3 points behind Man City as well. So, touch wood, we're going to get ourselves a decent result out of at least one of these, but I'm not holding out too much hope. Let's get straight into the pre-match press conference for the United game, shall we? Let's see what they have to say here. Man United stunned the competition by beating City last time out. Are you worried that victory could give them a huge lift? There's no reason for us to think we're not in with a good chance of getting a result. Yeah, let's be confident. How will my players respond to the disappointment at Fulham? We've gone away and licked our wounds, and now we'll just say the Fulham result will drive the team to do better. Curtis Jones has been tipped to be in with a shout of being named the Golden Boy. How do you rate his chances? I think he deserves to win it. He's been brilliant. How important have Bruno Fernandes been? I'm here to discuss my team, thank you. Do I agree with Lampard's decision to put Pukki on the transfer list? It's not really for me to say. Am I planning any changes to counter the suggestion that United have me well scouted? I'll keep them on their toes for sure. There we go. There's a press conference done, and let's get ourselves into this United game. I'll give you a little preview of the lineup as well. So we are trying to sell Rothwell as well, as you can see there. He's not happy because he's like 5th choice right now, but we can get decent money for him. So Brighton are interested in him. We'll try and offload him to somebody, I think. But let's have a look at our lineup here. So our lineup, you know the back line well already. Manu Sanchez, Simunovic, Machucha, Sviatchenko and Niambi, with Kaminsky in behind in goal. Curtis Jones in the deep lying playmaker role with Evander as the Metzala there on the left. Bradley Dack in our attacking midfield role on support, with Adam Armstrong and Jonas Wind up front. Adam Armstrong has been an incredible goal scorer in form recently, and hopefully that's not going to change. We've got a few patches of the pitch here that don't really get covered too much. But we focus our play down the middle, so I'm hoping we'll be all right here. And everyone is in relatively good condition for this game, so I'm not that worried. We do still, in the next window where we've got a budget, have to improve our defence and find a replacement for Curtis Jones in the deep lying playmaker role. But that's in the future. We don't need to worry about that now. Right now, we need to worry about what's in front of us, and that's Man United. Ah, it's unlikely, but I'm going to do what I can to give Man United a bloody nose. As a Liverpool fan, it's kind of my duty, but I'm still not just going to roll over and let Liverpool beat me either. Still far too many continues between the press conference and the actual match. Schuer is absolutely killing it for my under-23s at the moment because I'm not playing left wingers. He started playing striker for my under-23s. And he's banging in goals left, right and centre. We might play him up front for us from time to time. Or in the centre attacking mid-roll as well. He can also play there. So if Bradley Dack and Harvey Elliott aren't feeling up for it, he can go there for sure. So we'll sort out our training for next week right here while we are here. So we'll do some technical retention there. We'll do some more technical here as well, but this one will be on chance conversion. And here we'll do, we've already got chance creation later on in the week. So here we're just going to do some attacking shadow play, which we already have later on as well. So creation is there, conversion is there, good, ball district. Yep, I'm happy with that. We've got a big 3 games, haven't we? We've got United, then Liverpool, and then we've got the El Lan Clasico again. And El Lan Clasico 2, Electric Boogaloo, a week on Sunday. But this Monday night game against United is what we've got to tackle first. I'm looking forward to that next El Lan Clasico. It was a good game last season. It's going to be an amazing game this season, I tell you. Kostadinov wins the, what's that, Young Player of the Year. Very nice. That's because I believe he is on my short list. No, he is. He's on my keep an eye on short list. He's 19 and he's already pretty bloody good. But he falls 7th in my mid. Oh, he could be our Curtis Jones replacement though, maybe. But he places him at Zala. We could train him as a deep lying playmaker, but stop thinking about transfers. We're nowhere near the transfer stuff. And the board are delighted with me because I said I don't want to manage Bournemouth. That's not the point of this series, is it? We're going to be with Blackburn until we win the Premier League. And maybe make a good show of ourselves in Europe as well. And here we go. It is game time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the opposition instructions on. I'm not going to make those changes. I'm happy with my defence the way it is right now, and I'm not going to work the ball into the box. We're going to stay on positive. We're playing against a 4-4-2. We might be able to penetrate the middle quite well here, I think. So Rothwell is currently wanted just by Brighton. He's requested a transfer list, and I've promised to sell him. Crystal Palace want Adam Armstrong. They're going to have to pay through the arse if they want to get him, though. I do have Ben Berreton who can play that same position. But that's our lineup. That's how we're going to play. Let's crack on with this. Curtis Jones is looking forward to battling with Rodrigo De Paul. Good. Evander's pleased to be back in the team. He was tired for the last match. And I have a feeling that because we changed up the midfield so much, that's why we got the bad result against Fulham. Now we're back to our winning side, our winning lineup. Let's see how well we can do with this. So, I know we're underdogs here, but go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. Seem to work. People are motivated. Fantastic. How am I approaching the task of breaching the Premier League's best defence? I don't think we need to do anything special, but we have to believe we can beat them because we can, because we're the top scorers in the league so far. Have them 4th in the form table. How much of a threat do they pose? I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can put a dent in their ambitions. Old Trafford looking nice here today. Let's just go straight to the kickoff. This is a televised game. And let's see, can we actually put a dent in United's ambitions, as we said, as Evander now in midfield. Plays it to Dak, who tries to make something happen early by playing it to Wind. And now it's back with Curtis Jones in the midfield. He's put under pressure. But he played a lovely ball there that That must have been Armstrong wasn't awake to it. If he was, we could have been in and scored there straight away. But 7 minutes in, United now have an attacking throw, and Greenwood nods it back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka breezes past one, and Bruno Fernandes gets it inside the area, but Kaminski can claim that easily. Now, come on, boys. 12 minutes in, and we've not conceded yet. That's good for me. Wan-Bissaka to Greenwood. Tolisso. Pogba. Oh, what a block. Oh, my word. Oh, Greenwood was offside. I thought that was going to go to a goal line technology review or something there. As Manu Sanchez with a throw for Blackburn plays it to Armstrong. It's passed inside to Curtis Jones. Back out to Armstrong. Armstrong dispossessed by Maguire, though. And now Maguire tries to clear, but Niambe picks up that loose ball. And Curtis Jones can start again from the midfield. It goes to Wind, who plays it to Dak, who's dispossessed by Bruno Fernandes. And now Man United look to build again through Rodrigo de Paul. I hope Liverpool sign him this summer. Ball forward towards Martial. That was a lovely goal. I can't grumble about that at all. That was a brilliantly worked play. De Paul and Martial combining fantastically to put us on the back foot there. We're not going to watch the replay, but we are going to encourage the boys. Come on, boys. Get your heads up. As Bruno Fernandes looks to deliver this corner. And Tolisso gets his head to it. And now we're 2-0 down within 20 minutes. Mountain to climb now. I have encouraged the boys. Hopefully the heads don't drop after that, though. Oh, who is that? Who's that there? Simjanovic missed his header. That's rare that Simjanovic misses a header. But we're down to 10th. We've dropped 2 places with this result so far as Niambe takes his long throw, looking for Wind and finds him. Wind plays it to Dak on the edge of the area. His shot is a decent one, but it's about a yard wide. Yeah, close Alaba down. He's only made 2 crosses so far, but we should close him down. You are right. 33 minutes gone here now, and De Gea with a goal kick out to Tolisso. Tolisso with lots of space to move into here. Plays it out to Greenwood, who feeds it forward towards Martial, and Kaminski gets a strong hand to it and turns it round for a corner. Are United going to try the same thing again with Tolisso coming in? Nope, Simjanovic makes it with his head this time, and De Paul is going to pick up that second ball and look to start something building again for United as he comes down the left-hand side here. Tries to play it across, but Evander meets it, and now Jonas Wind in the centre of the park trying to make something happen for Blackburn. Niambe now coming up with one of his long throws, and De Gea is equal to that. Plucks it out of the air just from above Wind's head. Launches one up towards Greenwood, and the red shirts are flooding forward here, but they've got the 5-man defence of Blackburn to deal with, and Niambe gets his foot to that one and clears it out, and then Wan-Bissaka plays it all the way back to De Gea, and United have to reset and start again. De Paul looking for Martial. Finds him. Kaminski's off his line here. Martial hits the post, though. That's a bit of a let-off for Blackburn Rovers there. And here they come again through De Paul. Everything is going through Rodrigo De Paul this half so far. As Curtis Jones dispossesses him, but Alaba picks up the loose ball and plays that ball into Greenwood, but Manu Sanchez gets a lovely block on it. And now Evander's feeling rough at the moment. So he may come off at half-time, get some match fitness back into his legs, let him play a half, and bring on a bit of a bruiser in Lewis Travis, maybe. I think he's the only centre mid we've got on the bench at the moment. As now De Paul tries to play a through ball to Martial. Simjanovic eventually gets to clear it, but only as far as Alaba. De Paul's here again. Back to Alaba. Lovely ball into Martial, but Kaminski's down early to claim that. Holds the ball, and Blackburn get a chance to start again, and the ref blows his half-time whistle. We have done nothing so far this half. So where's Evander? Evander is going to come off for Travis. They're going to swap places, and he's going to turn into a ball-winning midfielder on defend. So we're going to have Curtis Jones as our Metzala on attack. He should be able to do some work there for us. Who else is playing badly? Oh, who's this? Bradley Dack is not playing well at all, so Harvey Elliott's going to come on for him. And yep, attacking midfielder. Let's put him on attack rather than on support. We're gonna start going for this. Let's put ourselves into attacking, and when we're in possession, we want our tempo to be at the highest possible. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's not a bad idea, I think. So let's go to the dressing room and give them a bit of a pep talk. Let's tell them about the media. People are motivated. Let's do it. Let's hopefully we'll give a better showing in the second half here. As DePaul plays it back to Tuanzebe. Out onto Wan-Bissaka on the right. He's got space to move forward into, and he plays a through ball to Martial there, playing off the shoulders of the defence. But he was offside there, just. And Blackburn Rovers have a free kick. Kaminski claims that loose ball there now, though, and rolls it out to Simunovic, who then plays the long ball forward, but only finds Wan-Bissaka with it. And now Wan-Bissaka again charging down this right-hand side, has the entire wing in front of him. Manages to deliver a ball into Pogba, who finds DePaul, who then pops one in at the back post. Early in the second half, United had a third goal, making this almost an impossible feat for Blackburn Rovers now to come back from this. Honestly, though, I'm not too bothered if we lose both of these games, because we've been beating teams that we shouldn't really be beating with the quality of our squad. And we've basically had a really good start in the Premier League this season, and I'm under no illusions that I'm going to win it my first time round. Not with the squad that I've got, not with the money that I've got. But if I can finish top half this season, I am going to be chuffed. Especially because I was predicted to go down. Predicted to go down second bottom. Palace were predicted to be bottom. But now Tolisso plays a ball out to Wan-Bissaka on the right. He's in the box now, but Simunovic, with a lovely slide, dispossesses him. And now Greenwood and Wan-Bissaka combining again to try and make something happen. But it comes out to Pogba and then DePaul on the edge of the box. And now Alaba feeds DePaul in the area. And another wonderful slide by, who was that? Niambe there to deny DePaul. Let's give the boys some more encouragement. Come on, boys. And they're happy about it again. As Bruno Fernandes now trying to deliver a corner in here. Sviatchenko heads it out, but Tolisso picks up that second ball and plays it to Fernandes, who surely was offside there. Apparently not. He plays it into Rodrigo DePaul, who finishes it nicely, making it 4-0 to Manchester United. We are going to go all-out attack here. And hopefully just to get something back. Yeah, Lewis Travis, man-mark DePaul. That seems like a good idea. As Alaba takes a throw here, finds DePaul. Nice delivery to Wan-Bissaka. His shot is deflected, and it's back to Tolisso outside the area. Curtis Jones dispossesses him, though, and feeds Adam Armstrong. Tries to play it back to Harvey Elliott, but plays it behind him, and United can start bringing that forward again. We're always going to press on Fernandes and DePaul. Sabitzer has come on now as well. As Manu Sanchez takes a throw here, and Armstrong manages to wriggle away from his marker, and Curtis Jones in the area now. His shot is blocked, and Van der Beek manages to clear. But now Martial is on his own against 3 Blackburn Rovers players here. He has to play it back to Van der Beek. And now Pogba has space to move forward into. Lovely through ball towards Martial there, and Kaminski manages to tip it over the bar. Another corner for Man United. We have been in the wars today, ladies and gentlemen. United have absolutely dominated us, but Simunovic heads that one away, and Sabitzer now trying to start something off again. Lovely ball to Alaba in the middle of the park, and now Bruno Fernandes back to Pogba on the edge of the area. Three midfielders filling more or less the same area there as Curtis Jones. I'm not gonna do Pickering, no, but what I will do is I'll bring Ben Woodburn on, and then Harvey Elliott can play behind, and Ben Woodburn will play as a shadow striker on attack, and see if that does any better for us. 10 minutes to go. Maguire has a free kick. Play building down this right-hand side now with Wan-Bissaka. Sabitz is brought in, though, and he starts working his way into the box. Defenders seem to be standing off him, and he shoots, but it goes wide. Another let-off there for Blackburn. We are lucky it's not worse than 4-0 right now. It's Donny van der Beek now in the centre of the park, combines with Pogba. Tries to bring Tellez into play and finds him, but the ball can't reach DePaul. It's now Van der Beek, Fernandes and Sabitzer play it in triangles on the edge of the box, bringing Pogba into play. And then Martial feeds DePaul on a hat-trick, and Kaminski gets a hand to it. And we eventually clear, as Wan-Bissaka takes this throw now, and Sabitzer starts charging down the right-hand side here. He's got 2 Blackburn shirts to deal with there, and he is dispossessed. And now Harvey Elliott plays it into Ben Woodburn, who again is dispossessed, but Travis picks up the loose ball, tries to feed Armstrong ahead of him, finds him, but De Gea with a big hand at the near post, turns it round the back for a corner. Now Harvey Elliott plays it to Machucha. Machucha back to Elliott. Elliott tries to cross, but it's blocked, and Elliott was offside. That's the one problem we've got with those short corners is, sometimes we end up offside from them. As Bruno Fernandes swings this free kick into Pogba, but it's blocked twice, and now Harry Maguire has it out on the right-hand side. Sorry, the left-hand side for United. It's the second half. Now Van de Beek feeds Fernandes. Back to Pogba on the edge of the area. Is Pogba going to try a shot here? Nope, he's just going to keep passing it with Van de Beek. And then Van de Beek is brought down by Manu Sanchez. That is going to be a yellow card. At least a yellow card. Yeah, there we go. Manu Sanchez carded. Better to bring him down there, though, than to let him charge into the box and definitely score, as Fernandes doesn't go for goal with this one. He plays it short to Pogba, and it comes back to Fernandes on the edge of the area, but he's quickly surrounded by Blackburn shirts and has to give it to Wan-Bissaka, who's forced outright. He likes being outright, though. And then Woodburn clatters him, and United have another free kick here. We're in stoppage time right now. Are Blackburn going to be able to do anything with the last move of the game? Harvey Elliott plays it into Simunovic. And Sabitzer is there to pinch it off his feet and clear it. Manu Sanchez is going to pick up the loose ball, but the ref blows his whistle before he can do anything with it. And Blackburn Rovers have been humbled 4-0. We had 3 shots, only one of them were on target, to Man United's 27. The difference in quality is stark, ladies and gentlemen. We were well and truly battered. Kaminsky, the only person who put in a decent performance on our team. They're demotivated for me saying they did well against a team that was that much better than them. What are my reactions to the result? It was a poor performance. Such just surely means it's back to the training ground. We have to do better for sure. That'll do. We will have a post-match press conference, and we do indeed. I'm uninspiring in defeat. Let's attend the press conference. Just how good... I don't want to comment on individual performances. Chelsea have been... I really don't have anything to say. Okay, that was an easy press conference that got some extra respect for me. And now let's start moving forward towards this Liverpool game. But we're going to have to think now. What do we do when we can't have... Oh, so apparently Simunovic and Machucha have played poorly. But Sviatchenko and Simunovic have decent. So we can't play Jones. So we're going to have to remove him from his position. Which means Lewis Travis is going to come in there. And he's going to be a ball winner. On defend. Give us a little bit of extra defence there. Harvey Elliott can't play. And neither can Ben Woodburn. So we've got 2 subs to fill here. So Joe Rothwell is going to fill one of them. And Schuer is going to fill the other. That'll do. And that's our lineup sorted. Do we want to make some changes here as well, though? I think I might start Evander from the bench and play Rothwell instead, because Rothwell and Travis play fantastically well together. Or they have over the years, at least, anyway. So, yeah, that's probably going to be our start. And then Evander can come off the bench and hopefully produce some magic if our midfield isn't performing for us. But we have 4 days now to go until the Liverpool game. So I will join you back as and when we get there, ladies and gents. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here just before the Liverpool game right now, and Jurgen Klopp has just given us a compliment. And I'm going to act as if it's like Jurgen Klopp in real life has just given me a compliment. He was asked, I'm winning a lot of plaudits for what many perceive to be my overachievement this season. Would I agree that I'm performing at an unexpectedly high level at the moment? And Klopp says, I don't think anyone thought they'd be doing this well, and a lot of credit has to go to David for that. He's working miracles with them, and we'll have to be at our best to get a good result on Saturday. I think he's just being humble about his own team there, because his own team is head and shoulders above mine in quality. But let's get into the press conference, shall we, and see what they have to say. Have I found any of Klopp's comments patronising? I don't think so. I'd like to think he was being genuine. We've been doing incredibly well lately, and the lads deserve all the plaudits. Palace continue their battle against relegation. What do I think their chances of avoiding the drop? I don't think I'm alone in recognising they're struggling for a reason. Would I agree that Salah will prove the main threat to the Blackburn defence? Salah's clearly an important player for them, but we have a plan to deal with him. He is a fantastic footballer, and his contribution to Liverpool is a massive reason behind them being a threat to us. How important have his performances been? He's a player of incredible quality. Curtis Jones has been in scintillating form. How important has his contribution been to my team? He's been magnificent. My preference for counter-attacking, yep, we all know about that. We're all up for the challenge. Now let's get into this game. I want to leave Liverpool with a bloody nose now after that humiliation to United there, but again, oh, go away, Danny Ayala. I've been trying to sell you for a while. Nobody wants him, though. And now I'm just hoping that we can get at least a point out of this episode after getting absolutely hammered 4-0 by United in the last game. A win here can take us all the way up to 7th. But again, Liverpool are 2nd right now, and they're 2nd for a reason. Let's hope we can actually make something happen, though. Nothing came from Belarus. Fine. And Tottenham versus United is the top billing, apparently. But Ewood Park has been sold out for this game. It's our 2nd game in a row that's on telly, and our next 2 are also going to be on telly as well. We will let everyone play for 60 minutes there. Yes, good. Jones, Woodburn, and Elliott are all getting time in the under-23s there. And now we're fast approaching kickoff time here. But the continue again is taking longer than it normally does. I wonder if this has anything to do with OBS consuming resources while I'm recording for videos. Because it doesn't seem this slow when I've not got OBS recording. But I'm pretty sure my database size for this save isn't huge either. But there's a lot of news coming from this, though. We've got a defeat against Middlesbrough under-18s. We have not won an under-18s game yet this season, which is fine. Right, we're going to cancel these loan update assignments because I'm not that worried about them. We get a summary anyway, and there's no one here that I really want to keep a close eye on. We've got a lot of people to discard here because we've got some really bad. Yeah, we're just going to acknowledge that guy because he's got decent potential. This guy, though, where does he play? He's a striker. He's not great at the moment, but he has the potential to be great. So again, we're not going to do anything other than acknowledge him. Romero, Angel Romero, that is. He is a winger and isn't anywhere near as good as our better wingers. So that's just going to be an acknowledgement as well. De Grassa, he's Italian, on loan from Juventus. He plays up front. He is looking decent at the moment. Same sort of level as Adam Armstrong. He's only 19. And he's not worth all that much. I might be able to get him for 2.5 million. So, and his potential isn't that great either, though. So we're just going to acknowledge that. I'm not even going to bother transfer listing him. This Esquisito guy, though, centre mid. He's only got an extra half a star of potential for him. So again, he's just going to be an acknowledgement because he could be somebody that we use, but I doubt we're actually going to. And then there's Sebastian Villa here, who is a winger, who again only has another half star of potential in him. And isn't quite as good as Evander or Curtis Jones. So again, just an acknowledgement. And then O'Leary here, who plays for Bristol City as a goalkeeper. Again, not somebody we're going to want to buy, but we do need to pick up a goalkeeper in one of our next transfer windows. It's probably going to be summer. But here we are. Let's get our opposition instructions done. Not going to use tighter marking. That's fine. Let's go ahead and start looking at our opposition instructions. Mo Salah is not playing. What? And they're starting with Origi up front. So we're not going to tight mark him, but we will always press him. We'll tackle him hard and we'll show him onto his weaker foot. Mane, tackle hard, weaker foot and press. Yes. Velasco, well, we'll do the same with Jota there. Always hard and weaker foot. Velasco onto his weaker foot and always pressed. Brozovic and Bentancur there. So Origi is actually their top scorer. Interesting. So their bench must be Salah, Firmino, and yeah, we'll press this guy always on weaker foot him as well. So look at their form. Their form is incredible. Only Velasco, Jota, and Milner have not been above 7 so far this season. Right, we're going to need to do some proper work here. Hopefully our defenders will start getting more positive links between them there. But let's go to the match here. And hope to hell that we give a good account of ourselves, at least better than we were against United. Nobody cares about that. We've got a couple of nervous people. That's fine, though. I think we could all benefit from a winter break. As the leading scorers, are you looking forward to another positive match? I want my team to play on the front foot. Now let's kick this off. Ewood Park hosts Blackburn versus Liverpool. And now let's hope home advantage is going to give us a bit of a boost here as Machucha finds Dak, who plays it to Rothwell. Back to Dak again. Travis now looking for some distribution. And now it's a free kick that Salah is going to take. Salah wasn't on the pitch at the beginning. Have they made a sub? As Jonas Wind now breaks forward. And he's dispossessed by Tomiyasu. So if Salah... Give me a second. Let me have a look here. So it's Jota up front with Salah, Velasco and Mane, Brozovic and Bentancur. Okay, so let's tightly mark Salah as well. We want to do everything against Salah. So Origi didn't start. They lied at the beginning of the game. That's fine, though. That is fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And now let's hope we can do something ourselves here. Whereas Liverpool have had 2 shots with 1 on target. We've got 86% pass completion, 90 now. We're doing pretty well here as Armstrong shoots from the free kick, but Alisson doesn't need to move very much. And now Milner has a chance to break forward here. Trying to feed Mane, but Sviatchenko's head meets it. And now Rothwell in the centre of the park finds Wind. And now Bradley Dack, trying to wriggle his way forward, has to play it out to Niambe on the right-hand side. Comes back to Lewis Travis, who feeds it back for Niambe, a nice little 1-2, who tries to deliver it into the area. But was that Milner who knocked it behind for a corner? Yes, it was. Good old Jimmy Milner. As Bradley Dack looks to swing this one in. To Simunovic at the back post, he meets it, but Becker holds it well. Alisson, the super goalie. As now Velasco has a chance to drive one at goal here for Liverpool, but it hits the wall, and then Travis clears it out, but only as far as Tomiyasu, who's sat on a yellow card at the moment. Let's give the boys some encouragement here as Bradley Dack delivers another corner in here, and Alisson, diving off his line, claims it before it even reaches a Blackburn shirt. Now looking for Jota there, finds him, and now Salah has a chance to run at the defence, but he just plays a ball straight to our left-back, Manu Sanchez, and then Kaminsky clears that out, and Dack to Wind. Armstrong now. Armstrong on his own against Alisson. Oh, Fabinho gets back and makes a fantastic block and then clears as far as Manu Sanchez, and Blackburn can come again. We are giving a good account of ourselves so far, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, it remains to stay that way. 10 minutes left of the first half, still 0-0. Milner now with a throw, finds Mane, who plays it to Velasco. Velasco with a lovely ball across to Salah, but Kaminsky is able to at least parry the save, and then parry the shot, and then claim it on the second attempt. Kaminsky plays a short goal kick there to Sviatchenko, who passes it straight into the feet of Jota. Kaminsky has to get down to make that save. That mistake from Sviatchenko there was almost unforgivable. He nearly got himself dropped there, as now Rothwell tries to swing it out to somebody, but it only goes as far as Milner. And now Milner feeds Velasco. Velasco trying to work his way forward a little bit here. Tries to feed Jota, but Sviatchenko gets a good block in, and Brozovic shoots, but it's over the bar. Blackburn, can they hang on till half-time? Only a few minutes left to go. Salah is now on the sidelines with a little bit of an injury. And Rothwell dispossesses the Liverpool squad there, but he's dispossessed himself. But Dak picks up the loose ball, and it comes back to Armstrong. Armstrong cuts inside. Is he going to look for a pass here? Is he going to go all the way? He's trying to go all the way. But I'm sure there's a little deflection on that, which makes it easy for Alisson to claim. And now Kaminsky with a goal kick. Again, played short to Sviatchenko. Simunovic gave it away that time in a very similar way. Maybe we shouldn't be playing out from the back, ladies and gentlemen, as Salah delivers that corner in and Sviatchenko gets his head to it. Armstrong picks that up, and he has space to run into here on the left-hand side. Using his pace well there, plays it across, but Fabinho gets a clearance to it, but only as far as Nyambe. And now Nyambe's trying to come forward here. Can Blackburn maybe get a goal here at the death of the half as Wind finds Armstrong? But again, Fabinho's there, but Wind dispossesses him, and now Armstrong's trying to find a way through. Plays a ball to Wind. Absolute rocket of a shot that Alisson gets his palms to. It goes over the bar, and it's out for a corner that Dak is going to play short to Machucha. Machucha delivers one in. Headed away by Jota. Comes to Dak, though. And now Jota picks up the loose ball and is able to charge forward here on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Manu Sanchez dispossesses him, though, cleanly. And that's half-time, 0-0. Blackburn are resolutely defending here, but haven't been too quiet on the attack either. They've had the same amount of shots on target as Liverpool, with fewer attempts. We've got better passing completion, but worse possession. Maybe we're actually in the ascendancy here, ladies and gents. Let's see what our ratings are like here. Nobody is playing terribly. Manu Sanchez is not playing great, though, so we'll bring Harry Pickering on there. And you turn into is it a fullback on attack or a wing? You can be a wing back on attack. And that'll do. Now let's go to the dressing room. Media have given you a lot of credit. Yes, they're like, yeah, we like that. We like that the media like us. And now Origi has come on for Salah. Origi is their top scorer, though, so Brozovic here, though, passes it out to Milner on the left-hand side. Down the line to Mane. Tries to play it through Nyambe, but the block finds Travis, and then long ball is played, and Fabinho can head that out. And quiet start to this second half. 10 minutes gone. Lewis Travis just picks up a yellow card there. As Pickering now with a throw. Tries to find Armstrong, but Tomiyasu gets a foot to it and passes it off to Origi. The ball's then played forward again, but Fabinho is able to clear it. And now Bentancur and Brozovic combine in the centre of the park to try and start something for Liverpool, but Nyambe intercepts, and Blackburn are coming again. Travis's pass is a bad one, cleaned up by Henderson, and now Mane and Milner combining on the left-hand side, trying to find their way forward. As Milner is held up in the centre of the park there, tries to switch it to Origi, but Pickering is there, and Pickering plays a terrible pass behind Dak there, and Liverpool are able to start again, as Origi finds Milner. Forward to Mane. Mane charges through the defence here, but Kaminsky is able to hold the shot. It's a tame one. Let's give the boys some more encouragement. Come on, boys. As Milner throws to Thiago. Thiago finds Keita. Keita, what a beautiful strike from Naby Keita. That was unstoppable. You do not save those, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute rocket into the top corner. Fantastic goal. We are going to watch that again. Give it the love it deserves as Thiago finds Keita. 3 touches, and then smash. 25 yards. Top corner. Kaminsky had absolutely no chance. We're going to go attacking here. And we're also going to bring on Evander for Rothwell and see what he can do. And you know what? We're going to bring on Berreton as well. Berreton is going to come on for Jonas Wind and see if he can do something for us there. Again, no highlights since those subs have been made. 10 minutes left of the game. We've got Kaminsky with a goal kick here. Plays it to Sviatchenko, who's got some room to bring it out here. And Travis now in the centre of the park. Plays a long ball forward. Looking for Berreton, I think, but Berreton wasn't awake to it. And now Jordan Henderson can bring Diogo Jota into play. And Jota now trying to dribble out the defence here. Has to play it back to Milner. And now Naby Keita finds Bentancur. It's back to Milner again, who feeds it to Thiago in the middle of the park with a lovely pass to Velasco, but his shot goes wide. And coming to the death of the game here now, we've got a throw for Liverpool as Tomiyasu finds Thiago. Comes back to Tomiyasu again. Tomiyasu delivers it out to Milner on the left-hand side again, whose shot is charged down by Nyambe. And now Milner out very wide is going to try and deliver, but Nyambe does it brilliantly to turn that behind for a corner. We've got Thiago about to deliver this corner. He's looking for his target there, wasting a bit of time. and Kaminsky can claim. Is Kaminsky going to send... is this Armstrong? Kaminsky could have sent somebody fast there. As Sviatchenko now with a free kick. Played short to Niambe. Niambe switches it to Harry Pickering, who's got space on this left-hand side now. Facing off against Diogo Jota, but passes it into Evander. Evander into the middle of the box where Brereton is, and Brereton buries it into the back of the goal. Super sub from David Watts there, bringing Brereton on in the 64th minute, I think it was. Let's watch that again, because it clattered around in that box for a second, didn't it? In fact, let's pause this, and let's change the camera angle to so for replay camera behind the goal. Let's see how this looked. As Evander played the ball in, Brereton shot. Is that Henderson? Yep, it rocketed off Henderson. And then the replay camera can be TV again. And you know what? We're going to make this feel even more immersive by watching it from this low. As Fabinho now plays that ball forward, looking for Velasco, but it's headed forward to Brereton. Can Blackburn maybe steal a win here as Brereton starts moving forward? Fabinho blocks it, and behind it goes for a corner. As Pickering plays that short to Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack to Machucha. Back to Dack again. Sviatchenko now. Machucha on the edge of the area. Swings it into Armstrong at the back post, but it's over the bar. Goal kick to Liverpool. Blackburn almost snatching it at the death there as Alisson plays that long. Falls to Thiago in the centre of the park, and it's played forward to Origi, who is offside. And now Blackburn have a free kick. Surely this is going to be the last play of the game. Why are we time wasting? I mean, a draw is a good result here. But Machucha, is he going to look for the long ball, or is he just going to play a nice, easy, short one? He plays it to Sviatchenko short, who finds Travis. Now it's out to Niambe on the right-hand side. Niambe doesn't really have much space to move forward, so he goes back to Sviatchenko, and it's back with Niambe again. Inside to Dack. Finds Brereton. Lovely ball forward for Evander, but it's slightly ahead of him, and Alisson can come and claim. And the final whistle is blown, and we've managed to steal a point off Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect to get a point at all out of either of these two games, but the fact that we did just proves how well we're doing here. And that's going to put everyone in a good mood, I hope. A 1-1 there. It's under significant pressure and allowed a number of shots on goal, but you've come away with a result. How do you reflect on that performance? I think we deserved something. Brereton was the saviour, grabbing a late equaliser. Must have been massive relief. Football's all about moments like that. That was something special. Now let's see whether we've got a post-match press conference. We do indeed. Let's see if they ask me about this. Klopp has claimed that my team's late goal was entirely undeserved. Do you agree with that? I don't think so at all. We deserved far more than that. Yeah, we were good for that game. Adam Armstrong didn't seem to have much luck in front of goal. Why do you think that was? He contributed enormously. Shown little let-up in this season by leaving notions of relegation a distant memory. It's nice to be able to think we're no longer involved in a relegation battle, but we have to remain composed. Brereton had a great game. Can you talk about that? Solid game. Don't like seeing us concede goals. Admit that Naby caters. Yep. There's not a lot you can do when goals like that go in against you, really. Yeah, that was an insane goal. I cannot complain about that goal at all. So now what have we got ahead of us? We've just had a 4-0 loss to United and a 1-1 draw with Liverpool. Our next three games are Burnley, Arsenal and Wolves. Next episode will be the El Clasico 2, Electric Boogaloo. And then we'll probably come back for the FA Cup third round and our game against Norwich, who we beat 2-1 earlier in the season. So we're coming into the second half of the season here as we enter January. So, yeah, I'll join you again for the El Clasico tomorrow, ladies and gents. And then we'll be seeing you in the new year here with our game against Brentford in the FA Cup and Norwich in the league. Let's have a look at the league table and see where we sit right now. We're currently 11th on 23 points. We can go up to 6th with a win in our next game, assuming everything goes in our favour, that is. But this is definitely overperforming for where we were predicted. Let's just double check that again and see where the season preview... Okay, the season preview actually had us at 17th. This has changed since the first day of the season. It really has. But that's fine. Now Fulham, Sheffield United and Palace are the ones predicted to go down. But if we stay up this season, I give us a good chance of making a push for at least Europa League next season. If not, to to go even further and maybe get into the Champions League. But we're definitely making the start of building a team that is going to be capable of winning this Premier League with players like Jonas Wind and Evander. Machucha and Manu Sanchez as well. They're definitely ones for the future. We just need to build up more strength around them. And if I could bring Curtis Jones in on a permanent, that would be amazing. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that. But, yep, as always, guys, unexpected things happen this episode with that 1-1 draw against Liverpool. If you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free. And also ring that notification bell if you want to be notified of new episodes as and when they go live. And why don't you leave me a comment down below? What are you thinking of these new tactics? How are you enjoying them? But as always, I have been Deej. You guys have been awesome. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Take it easy and be safe.